Hey guys, it's ArchieLuxury and you're on the ArchieLuxury channel. And today what I'd like to talk about is being self-employed in your early 50s. And I want to talk about something people don't talk about. That's the loneliness. That's right, guys. See, when you are self-employed, and particularly in my case, it's a business which I run from home. I'm a YouTuber, and I got to be totally honest with you. It can be really lonely. Okay guys, we're back. It's ArchieLuxury. Today we're talking about being self-employed in your early 50s and the loneliness. That's right, guys. You know, sometimes I wake up in the morning and I think, you know, you just get all sorts of concerns. In my own case, I'm a YouTuber. I make YouTube videos. I make daily live streams, and I produce content. And I've done this full time since September 2014. And I got to tell you, now that I'm in my early 50s, I turned 50 last year. I got to tell you, I do have a sense of loneliness, career loneliness. That's right. And I mean, I wake up and I wonder, is this all fantasy or is this real? And I got to tell you, one thing that happens is you don't really have a sense of camaraderie of, like, when you work at a company, you go into the office, and you know, there's always little side distractions. You've got, you have coffee, you put your stuff at the desk, you got meetings, you got managers, and yeah, that can be a real pain in the ass, but it also gives you some structure. When you are self-employed, you are numero uno. The buck stops with you. And particularly when you're a business that doesn't have an office, or you don't have a office away from home, it can feel really strange. And in my own case, I must tell you, there are times when it feels really lonely, and I don't really have somebody I can talk to and explain my problems. I mean, we all worry. We got to pay our taxes. We got to make sure that, we got to make sure that we pay our taxes. We got to make sure we pay our commitments. We got to pay our bills. But there's other things that you don't have a support structure to say, hey, you're doing really well. Don't worry, it'll all be good. All we've got is endless bills to pay, and we've kind of it can be really lonely, particularly, let me say this to you, particularly in my case, after having a traumatic event being I was burgled, as you guys know about this, burgled in November 2022. So I got to tell you, it's the lonely. Sometimes you can be really, really lonely. And I do have people I talk to. I mean, I do daily live streams. I've got a panel of guests, but there's you don't really have other entrepreneurs that, even the panelists who are successful self-employed people, they got different. They're often not in the same location. They're in a different time zone. They've got a different business they're in. It can be really quite lonely. And I got to say, sometimes I wonder what the hell has happened in this world. I mean, in some ways, I look back on when I had a job in a corporate environment, and you always look back with rose-colored glasses. You think, I kind of I kind of like the support structure. I kind of like this. I kind of like that. And it makes you realize. And I've got to tell you, being early 50s, it can be a tricky process, especially if you're self-employed. And in my own case there, I just wonder, who do I talk to? Who can I say, hey, I'm having a bit of a shit of a day? Oh, I don't have that reassurance. And because my business is social media, I'm streaming, you get trolls who latch onto any weaknesses you show, and they're very much protagonists. They'll cut at those points to make it far worse for you. So I got to be honest with you, YouTube itself there, for the headspace, it can be a pretty brutal place. It can be very brutal. And it's something you got to be aware of. It's something you've got to be positive. You've got to work on this and say, hang on a minute, I'm not doing too bad. What I tend to do is strategies to overcome anxiety and fears. Well, you're running a business and you're scared financially. Well, do your figures. Get your figures done up. Get your figures up to date. If you've got a spreadsheet or you've got an accounting software, put in your receipts. Put in your income. See what position. And if you're self-employed, obviously you need to put money away for taxes. Don't spend it. That money is to be kept for taxes. So when you do submit your returns, you don't have any nasty surprises. You can walk away and say, oh, okay, I've done this. This is what the money that I approximately owe, da-da-da-da. You start to get things up to date. And that's a very important aspect. I think you've got to develop strategies. It's one thing to say, hey, I'm lonely. Hey, I feel unloved. Hey, I feel a bit of anxiety. Well, you've got to put strategies involved to combat that. There's no point to go out spending like a drunken sailor and then you say, holy shit, I got this money, I got to pay for taxes, I got to pay certain bills and this. And, well, you just shot yourself in the foot. And I think in many ways there, the best advice I can give you is to get your figures, get your paperwork up to date. Get it up to date. Get it up to date if you're feeling anxious. Also, get your jobs. If, like in my case there, I get some paid reviews in. Well, don't let them just sit and fester. Get them out. Get them out the door. If that's an income source, get them out the door. Or at least be aware of when you're going to make these things. And I've got to be totally honest with you. In life, the only thing we can do is try our best. That is all we can do. If the shit hits the fan, we can only try our best. There is nothing more that we could hope to do. Sometimes our best is not good enough. But hey, the only thing we can do is try our best. Loneliness in small business, it's a tricky thing. Normally when things are going great, I don't have a problem with it. I don't have a problem. I feel confident. I feel, yes, you have money in your bank, you've paid your cards off, you've paid your bills on time, you have surplus funds, you think, oh, well, things are going great. It's normally, the loneliness doesn't come out until you have a few bad things happen to you. You might have like in my case, I had a very savage burglary. You might have some setbacks, some personal problems. It's sort of like, the best way to describe it, this is coming from Jordan Peterson, is you have pillars in your life, okay? So say we've got there's 4 main pillars. You've got your career, you've got your business, you've got your family relationships, and you've got your personal relationships. If one pillar is down, you can survive. But if you've got more than two or more pillars are down, It can be pretty damn hard. And that's a very interesting way of looking at it. If you've got more than one pillar down, and this is what happens. Sometimes you're flying high, then all of a sudden a few things happen. It spirals out. And I got to be totally honest with you. That can happen to the best of us. And in the past, I remember I was very confident in business, and I bought a property, and then few bad things happen. Money gets a bit tighter, clients a bit harder. And then I think, fuck, I got major cash flow issues, and I've got commitments, and it makes it so much worse than before. So sometimes these things spiral out, and you've got to try and keep on top of it. And loneliness in small business, it can be a real bummer. Guys, tell me what you think. Loneliness in small business, tell me what you think. I'm ArchieLuxury. This is the ArchieLuxury channel. Please check out my live stream, ArchieLuxury live stream. I stream twice a day, 7 days a week. And I would love to see you taking part. Guys, I will catch you in the next one. Hi guys, it's ArchieLuxury. Guys, I want to talk to you about David SW. Guys, if you are in America, if you are looking for a Rolex watch of your dreams, in fact, if you're looking for a contemporary modern wristwatch, I strongly advise you to look at David SW. Guys, don't play the dealer games. Don't bring in chocolates or Krispy Kremes for your dealer hoping to get a Rolex at retail. It's futile. Please, guys, save your dignity. Keep some pride. Go to David SW. I would highly recommend David SW. If you're in America and you're looking for a watch, go to David SW. Hey guys, ArchieLuxury on the YouTube sensation, the Paul Pluta channel. Guys, I need you to help me out, guys. I can't survive on Google Ads alone. I need you to request a paid review. $50 US, look down in the description. $50 US, I will review your collection. I'll tell you what I think of it, and I'll give you some pointers. The other thing is, guys, you can sponsor me on Patreon. Patreon allows you to pay a couple bucks a month, $1, $2, $5, whatever you want, and it keeps me going on YouTube. Because, guys, I'm in a niche. Nobody can make money out of the views I get. The views are crap because it's a small, specialized area, and I don't talk about garbage for the sake of views. Guys, sponsor me on Patreon. Look down below, and I will see you in the next one.